How's it going, everybody? As you can see in those beginning clips, my SES light came back on. So this time, instead of just tightening down all the bolts, I bought new bolts, bought a new nut, and I also just bought gasket maker and thread lock. So if this doesn't fix it, I can now officially rule out that plenum, and then I can work on to the exhaust, bad sensors, bad O2 sensors, or something else. So I'm gonna start taking it apart. All right, got the intake off. Simple one clamp. Pulled it down, pulled it out, took the heat shield out, of course, and I'm just gonna let it still connected. Now on for the bolts. So removed all the bolts, 2 nuts, well, the one nut I put back, or I replaced, undid this hose right here. Now this should just lift up, and then I'll just flip it up this way, because I'm not going to unhook the throttle body or anything. That's a pain in the ass. I don't feel like doing it, so I'm going to flip it up this way, have it rest, take off the old gasket, put on the new gasket, bolt all down. Should be good to go. One more bolt. Fuck. This is actually the first time I've ever opened this up. Here's the old gasket on the stock, or on my, not the stock, on my V Plus manifold. I think this was giving me the issues. OEM gasket is still right. Oh shit. Well, OEM gasket is still here. I'm gonna keep that, but then on top of this, I'm gonna add my gasket maker stuff. I'm gonna add it on top of this. Just follow that line. Should be good to go. All right, so covered up throttle body, covered up the lower plenum. And now I'm just, so half of this gasket, like this bottom half and this part half, came off super easy. It was already loose, already coming off. Pretty sure that's where my leak was coming from. But that side and that side, I'm having to go with a screwdriver and slowly pick at it. This is gonna take a minute. Alright, finally after some minutes, gasket is all off. I think I'm going to take some sandpaper or something to this edge just to get some of the excess glue and stuff off. Then I'm going to wipe everything down with a wipe and reinstall. Alright, bolts are all down, Loctited. You can see the blue gasket is popping out in some of the areas, which is what you want. Sorry I didn't record any of that. I was just really concentrating and trying to get this done, so I didn't record any of the putting back process, but I did Loctite all the bolts. They're not tightening all the way. It said just to snug them, wait for an hour for this blue gasket to fully dry, and then fully tighten and torque. So I'll fully tighten and torque them in about an hour. As you see, made a very big mess. My hands are all fucked up. Hate this shit because this other end, I don't know how, but if you can see, popped a hole, and I don't know how that happened, but it was a really pain in the ass to try and squeeze this shit out. But I did it, and in an hour, come back. In an hour, we'll come back, tighten all the bolts fully, start it up, and by then I'll have my charger to plug in my laptop to hook up uprev, we'll clear the code, and then wait and see if it comes back on. So I will see you guys in an hour. So it's the next day. It was too dark last night to record. All I did was tighten on the bolts all the way, put everything back together, and now we're here today. It's cold as shit outside. I just came back here, make sure I reconnected the hose. Or the gasket around the oil thing was not in the plenum, because that's a very common place for people to leak from. Intake's all back together, all nice and tight. Everything's all tight. So we should be ready to start. So I'm about to start it. Listen for any leaks. I'll sit you guys right here. And wish me luck that I did everything right. All right. I mean, I don't hear anything out of the normal. I might have my girlfriend come out here after it's done warming up to rev it up a bit, see if I can notice anything else. The code is still on. I'm pretty sure the only way for it to get off is I have to clear it. So I'll clear the code and I'll let you guys know if it comes back on. But right now, I'm gonna get my girlfriend, have her rev it up, see if we hear anything. All right, go ahead. One more time. Okay, take it up to about 2,000. The 2 on the RPM. Alright, take it up to 3. Sounds pretty good. So now I'm on Cipher. Retrieve and clear trouble codes. Found 2 codes, P2A00 and P2A03. AF sensor circuit range performance, bank 1 sensor 1 and bank 2 sensor 2. So it was still the same thing. Well, now we're going to clear diagnostic trouble codes. No codes found. We will close this, try it again, retrieve and clear trouble codes. No codes found. So now all the codes are clear, and I will see, because I'm actually about to drive on it in about 10 minutes for a doctor's appointment. So I will I will keep you guys updated on this issue that I'm having. If it does come back on, either I somehow still fucked up with the new RTV gaskets and the bolts, or it's something else. So if it does pop up again, next time it'll be on to checking the exhaust, rechecking the intake manifold, and then possibly even the other issues were just faulty O2 sensors, the harnesses is bad, stuff like that. So I'm going to take it step by step. I'll record the whole way So maybe if I find an issue or if I resolve the problem, it'll help you guys and everyone else in the future. So that's all I have for today. About to head out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up. If you want to see some more, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Deuces. So I've been driving around all day and just getting home, the SES light came back on again. I do hear a hiss type sound. It doesn't sound like it's coming from the plenum though. I don't know. So I'm gonna check the code again, see if it is the same one, because I haven't scanned it yet. And tomorrow I might jack it up and look for exhaust leaks. Maybe I didn't do a good job on the RTV gasket for the plenum. I don't know, but tomorrow I'll check for everything again, listen to it, and keep you guys updated.